I waited months for this moment, not to go on holiday, not to celebrate, but to press record. Most people come home from jail and try to disappear. I did the opposite. I picked up a camera and started documenting everything. My people, I waited months for this. So if you see me every day, just understand, I waited months. I sat on my hands. I stood on my hands. I had to. I had no choice. The system had me by the crutches. Yeah? I had no control over my life. I ate when they told me to eat. I slept when they told me to sleep. I moved when they told me to move. Now that I got my freedom, oi, I'm here, and I'm here every day. Do you know what it's like to dwell and to think about something that you want to do for months on end? Wow. It must have been about 8 months. Like I think I said before, from I got my phone, started working. I was working for about 6. You know what I mean? So from I started working, I got out and I saw what was going on online. I was like, nah. Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but go and grab my free 7-day reset ebook. The link is in the bio. Now let's get back to this. I have to do this. Because the podcast was an idea of mine from 2024, just before I got arrested. The podcast was an idea that I had. Because I've even said this before, I started my brand in 2024, but as Guide and Protect, but I ran into some difficulty copywriting the name. You guys know that I had some difficulty copywriting the name, so I made the decision to just go with Just a Paperboy. And I feel like Just a Paperboy just makes so much more sense, to be fair. Even though I did love the ring of Guide and Protect. I love the message behind it. But I'll be honest with you, I think Just a Paperboy represents the same thing or the same message. You know, but yeah, man, like sitting on your hands for so long, seeing people create their brands and, you know, just to know that I was actually in the process or on the same road 16 months prior, you know what I mean? 14 months prior. I was just itching to get out, man. Itching to start. Like, you know, I started I started TikTok 4 weeks. I started TikTok the day after I got out. And then YouTube a week later. Yeah, YouTube is not far behind my TikTok. But yeah, man, just sitting on my hands thinking about it, you know, thinking about what life would be like when I get out. That's why I'm showing up every day, man. I'm showing up every day. I think from I started YouTube, I think I'm only like 3 videos off of recording every day. And that's only because I was trying to find my feet. I was burning myself out and I was doing everything in the evening, recording, editing, and throwing it up all in the evening. So I found a better rhythm. I feel like the rhythm that I've got is a little better. I was batch recorded on the weekend. So I had videos up until today. Yeah, so tonight, what are we in Friday? Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to batch record and try and get it up to Friday. Or try and get a full 7 days, because I batch recorded, but I think I only got like 5 done. But yeah, the process is getting better. I'm tweaking it, you know. I didn't feel as burnt out this week. It's weird, actually, because last night I attempted to record this video, but I was so tired, I just couldn't do it. Because I'm up at like 4:30 a.m. every day. Like, I've already been up for an hour and a half. It's 6 o'clock. It's bang on 6 o'clock now. I've already been up for an hour and a half. I had to finish. Well, last night I couldn't even finish editing the video. I had to finish editing my video, my drop for today at 8 p.m. I had to finish that this morning. I was knackered last night. But yeah, man. I knew that when I touched road, things would be different. I didn't know exactly how much different, because I know that, you know, temptation can kick in and life can kick in. But yeah, nah, it's what I hoped for. I hoped that I could make the change, the shift from what I was doing before, do you know what I mean, to what I'm actually doing now. I hoped for that change. I prayed for that change. But I also know that life is life, innit? But yeah, God's been with me, man, and it's worked out. I'm cracking on. I've got a decent rhythm going on now. And yeah, man, we move, man. Coming home wasn't about just freedom, you know. For me, it was a lot to do with the direction that I'm going to take once I land. You know, because I'm so used to a certain way of life that this was just a complete shift. I had to make a complete mindset shift for this to happen. This is all mind right now. This is all mind. I've had to change a lot in relation to my thinking, you know what I mean? How I was wired. I had to rewire myself, literally, to make this happen. But I had enough time to think, to pray, to actually rewire. And this is the outcome, man. This is where it's taken me. That rewiring, that reprogramming. I had to uninstall and reinstall. That's basically what I've done. And this is what it's produced. This is the person that has produced that unwiring and reinstalling. So I made that decision to document the journey once I landed, and I've done that so far. You know what I mean? And with nothing fancy either. I'm using my phone as my camera. I bought 2 little lighting. I got the Rode and I got a Zoom pod trap. I think for me, that's a basic starter kit. You could actually do it with less. You can do it with less. You don't even need a Zoom pod track. I just wanted something that would capture the sound decent. You don't even need a pod track, to be fair. Enough people are just plugging their mic straight into the decent mic straight into their phone. You could do that as well. You know what I mean? But I mentioned in one of my videos, I think I've got a bit of OCD. Like, I like to do things a certain way. And yeah, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's just the way I want to do things. But you don't have to. You don't actually have to. But yeah, man. And also, what I do want to say to anybody coming into the game, it's not about views. I'm looking at my views now. I got a video I put out yesterday. It's only got 4 views. I got one that I put out on the 9th of March. That's got 2. Do you know what I mean? 7th, I got 5. 6th, I got 12. It's not about views. It's about getting comfortable, getting yourself into a routine, into a pattern. And the views will come. Not every video is going to hit. You know, I've only got 1 hit at the moment on like 3,500 views. And I did the sequel to that actually lands this evening. That will land this evening, Friday the 13th. So yeah, guys, it's not about the views, man. It's about taking accountability and just building a momentum. And I just want to keep myself on this right path, man. and build something real. That was at the forefront of my mind before coming out, was just get out and build something real. Build something that nobody can take away from you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'm about to take one of the biggest L's. I've taken a lot of L's, but this is the biggest L. I got my poker case at the moment, and you know what I mean? I'm going to take a massive L on this. This L I'm going to take, this is me starting from zero, from scratch. And you know what? I'm all right with it, man. Because I've done it once, I'll do it again. You know what I mean? It's no big deal, man. But it is a big L. It's a big L. But yeah, guys, if you've been watching me since the start, what I can say is that you're literally watching me rebuild in real time. And shortly, you're going to be watching me rebuild from scratch. Because in the next few weeks, I'm going to have to sign over what I need to sign over for this poker. And that will be me starting from scratch. And I'm going to embrace it, man. Because I know what I'm capable of. I know the fire that I have within me. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful part of the journey, man, you know. But yeah, keep with me, stick with me, and I hope you're learning something. I hope that I'm bringing value to you lot. Get in the comments, man. Let me know. I know a couple of you have been in the comments, and I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments. And yeah, let me know if I'm bringing any value to you guys, man. It's just a paper boy. I'll catch you on the next one.